Hi guys, Mama Mita here, and today what I want to talk to you about in my video is about how to go to Mexico and get medical services. Now, I've been doing this for 7 years. Now, my son got me into this. He was the one who first started going down to Tijuana and getting medical services done and just, exploring what they had down there to offer. And then he invited me down because I was complaining that my feet was hurting me a lot, and oh my gosh, I didn't know what I was going to do because my feet just hurt so bad, and I thought like, I had to have something done with those feet. And then, of course, I had my dermatology things and stuff, and I had quite a bit of skin tags that I wanted to remove, and I had like a couple of moles that I wanted to get removed. Well, and then doing the dental. So the first thing, I told him, I says, hey, I had these 2 root canals done. They cost me $4,000. Mom, that's a lot of money, you could save a lot of money by just going down to Mexico and doing that. It'd be worth the trip and stuff. And I'm like, I thought about that. I thought maybe I should take him up on that offer. Okay, so that's what I did. So we went down, and I saw the dentist down there in Tijuana, and now I went to the Washington Dental. Now, in the transcript, I will pull up a paper, and I will put the dental prices because I just recently came from there. And so I have a full thing of the prices that they're charging now, the new update after the virus and stuff. So this is before the virus, though, when we went down. And so we went to the dentist, and I had 2 root canals done in the U.S., and they cost me $4,000 for 2 root canals. And so then I went down to Washington Dental, and I knew I had some teeth that needed to have some care done to them. Like, I knew that I had some problems. Plus, I wanted to remove all the old fillings and stuff because I knew eventually they were just going to start falling out. So I did that, and so I did all of my teeth, and I saved thousands of dollars. And then after, I went to the dermatologist, and my doctor had quoted me $300 to remove a mole because my insurance company would not cover for that. And I'm like, oh my goodness sakes, that's a lot of money. So I had 10 moles or 10 spots removed off for $100 in Mexico. I felt like that was good because, boy, I saved a lot of money right there. And then I went to the foot doctor, and I saw a bone specialist. So now the bone specialist did all of these x-rays of my feet, and he talked to me and told me what the problem was, and he made the orthotics for me. And I waited an hour for the orthotics to get done. I still wear the orthotics. They're just great. The best orthotics. I just love them. I would not go with my shoes without them because then I'm going to have foot pain. So I got out of the bone specialist paying $150 US. I felt that was very reasonable. My son got me into, well, now let's go do your blood work. Well, why do I want to do my blood work? Mom, trust me, let's just go do your blood work. It's very reasonable here, and you can see what your blood work looks like. So we did. We did the blood work. I did a complete blood work, and it was $40. I was like, that's very cheap. So then we did an ultrasound because, I have the fatty liver issue. So we did the ultrasound, and they showed me my results and stuff, which was pretty good and stuff. And that was less than $60. I mean, that ultrasound is $2,000 in the U.S. So you can save a lot of money. I've been quoted before, not for me, but for someone else, $2,000 to get your dentures done. He said at the most $2,500 to get your dentures done. It's a one-day thing. It's like what you do. You come in, we take out the teeth, we send you home with the temporary dentures, and you come back and you get the real dentures because that way the teeth, your mouth is settled down, and that's the real shape. I'm like, interesting. Now, when you go to the Washington Dental, the office, they have a big TV screen inside the office area that you can watch TV or a movie until they call you, but they're usually not that busy, so you're okay. You get called in pretty quick. And then they have drinks for your refreshments and stuff, and it's a very clean place, and the dentist is just really good. They did all of my teeth in one day, and I was out, and I have been happy with those teeth, and I've had them now for almost 5 years, and it cost me $4,100 for all my teeth to be done, but that would have been thousands of dollars for what the service that they wanted to do in the U.S. And I was like, I've been very happy with my dental work. So recently this year, I went down for my birthday because I felt like, okay, so maybe I need to go check the teeth to make sure they're okay. And then I'll get the deep cleaning because usually I got just a regular teeth cleaning, which was $20. But this year I decided I would go with the deep cleaning. Okay, so let's do the deep cleaning. Let's check and, make sure everything is okay, that I'm not having any issues. So they did the deep cleaning and they checked my teeth and stuff, and the dentist told me, he says, hey, there's nothing, your teeth are in great shape, everything's on good, your caps are good, your mouth looks great, everything. He says, I don't think you don't need to do anything to your teeth, they're just perfectly fine. Now that's good news, right? So the deep cleaning cost me $60 to have that done. Okay, so I did that. Then I did the blood work. Now the blood work has went up a little bit. The blood work this time cost me $90, but that was a complete blood work that was done. And then they send you over the results with your email. So you get a full thing of all the stuff and everything it tells you. And my blood work came out great, so I was fine. I was happy with that. So I've been very happy with the services that I have received in Tijuana, the medical services. Now there is lots of dentists. There is lots of doctors. There's foot doctors there. Because there's a lot of people that are crossing over into Tijuana because they need medical services because they cannot afford the medical services in the U.S. Now, I don't know if you guys know this or not, but a lot of people go bankrupt in the United States just because of their health issues that they have. It's a sad situation. And you see a lot of people that don't make enough from their Social Security to afford that stuff. And they really can't. And they're desperate to get, their teeth done, to have their teeth cleaned, or to fix a bad tooth or something, or get dentures. And when you don't have that service that's available, you're looking for everything. So I want to tell you how you do this. Now, this is my personal journey or my trip that I do. Okay, so I decide I want to go to Tijuana. And so I'm going to fly from Seattle down to San Diego. So I get my flight. I usually fly with Alaskan Airlines. I fly from Seattle down to San Diego, and it's a 2-hour flight. Now, when I get off the plane, and make sure that you carry something very light. I usually just take a simple backpack, just something like this. It's just super easy. It's cloth. I can just roll it up and it becomes the size of a wallet. But it also expands big enough that I can put one change of clothes in there because I'm only going to stay 2 days. I'm just going to go down. Unless I want to stay longer, then I can stay longer. Like this last trip, I stayed for 5 days, But usually I just stay 2 days when I'm going down to do the teeth and check different things and stuff. And so I just take the backpack with me. Okay, so getting back to the airport. So now I arrive in San Diego. The first thing you want to do when you get down, you want to go to the ground transportation. But before you get on the city bus to take you to the trolley that would take you to the border for Mexico, you want to make sure that you go to the bathroom. Because that whole process from the San Diego airport to the Mexican border, you want about an hour to maybe an hour and 20 minutes. We'll say an hour and 20 minutes. It's going to be less than that, but let's just say that it's an hour and 20 minutes. Go to the bathroom because there is no bathrooms when you go to get the trolley. There is no bathrooms. I'm telling you right now, you could be in a wheelchair and they will turn you down. Do not even go there. Don't attempt it because there's just no bathrooms. Okay, so now the first thing you want to do, you're going to get on bus number, the city bus 992. You're going to catch it at the ground transportation. There's one like every 15 minutes. It rolls in. Okay, it comes in. It's going to cost you, if you're not a senior or you are just, like a regular adult, whatever, it's going to cost you $2.50 one way. But if you're a senior and you have your placement card, your handicap placement card, then that's going to cost you $1.25. It used to be a lot less, but now it's $1.25. And you're going to get on that bus. It's 992, bus number 992, and sit up towards the front. And you're going to ask the bus drivers, excuse me, sir, when we get to the area that's where the trolley, I can catch the trolley that would take me to the border, the Mexican border, can you please let me know? And he'll say, sure. So stand up near the front or sit near the front of the door so he can tell you when to get off. So it's about a 2-mile, 2.5 mile, and you're going to pass by the Navy base. So you get a little bit of a view of San Diego water area and stuff. And it's nice. It's very nice. So now your bus comes to your stop. You get off your bus, your city bus. And he's going to tell you, most likely, he's going to tell you, walk across the railroad tracks, and it's right there. And you'll see the trolleys. They're all red. They're all red. But there's a green trolley, an orange trolley, a blue trolley, and then there's a silver trolley that comes out for when they're really super busy during like the holidays or special events. Okay, so now you're going to take the blue trolley, which is going to take you to San Ysidro border crossing. All right, so now you're going to get that ticket. That ticket's going to cost you about $1.25 because you're disabled. All right, and you want to get it one way because you're going to be staying for the whole day. And by the time you get back, it might be really late and you can't reuse the ticket. So just get it for one time only, $1.25. So now you're going to get on the blue line and it's going to go 20 miles, which is going to take you about 45 minutes to travel that on that trolley. You're going to be on the blue line. It's a red trolley, but it's the blue line. Now, when you're sitting down in the trolley, you will see up near the top of the ceiling of the trolley, it will show you which stops are coming next. At the end of the stop, meaning that you went through all these stops and the trolley comes to a complete stop, that is the trolley. That's when you want to get off. The trolley's not going to go any farther. You're at the border now. That's 20 miles from the San Diego airport. Okay, so now you get off the trolley and you walk across. There's a McDonald's right next to the trolleys. You can go to the bathroom there, but you're going to have to pay. I don't know. I never go there because I'm pretty good about holding it till I get to the hotel in Mexico. But you might have to pay $1. I'm not sure. I forgot to ask my husband about that. But anyway, so you go to the bathroom and you come out. And you can also eat McDonald's if you want. Or you can eat tacos at Franco's down in Tijuana right there. But anyway, so now you're going to go and you're coming out of the McDonald's and you're going to start walking towards the immigration where you're going to cross over. You want to make sure I carry with me my passport and my enhanced driver's license, meaning that I can cross Mexico or Canada because it's a special type of driver's license. It costs more money and it's already, I guess, been like a background check. Who knows? But, but that's the one I carry. So I can show either one of those at the border. I even took my shot record, but they never asked for that. Okay, so now you get in the line and you're going to go walk towards the border. And it's a new complete area. They just finished building it after the virus, so it's all nice and new now. So when you get up to the front part and you go through these revolving doors, but you have to push them to go around. It's like metal doors and you push them and you go through. It's going to tell you foreigners. That's the line you go to. And you have your passport ready. And they're going to ask you, so they might ask you. Last time they didn't even look at our passport. They didn't ask us nothing. They just told us to go through. So we went through. They didn't check anything. But don't always take that because you want to make sure if you're taking medication that that it's your medication, not somebody else's medication. Your name needs to be on that. Go online and the things you can take across the border and the things you cannot take across the border. All right. So you get up there and you go through. Now, when you go through, on the right-hand side, there's a conveyor belt looking thing that you put your luggage on. Well, last time we didn't even have to do that. We just walked straight through. They just told us go. So we just walked straight through. Now, when you come to the door that exits out of the building, there's usually two military guys standing there with their guns showing you that, hey, this is Mexico. All right, so now you're crossing, you're in Mexico. So then once you start going down the ramp, you're going to see people, they're selling stuff, because you're in Mexico now. So they're going to be selling stuff, and there's going to be taxi cab drivers. That's what you want to look for. You want to look for a taxi cab driver that is going to take you to your airport, to your hotel. Now, the hotel that I stay at is Tijuana, and it's Tijuana. Juana, okay? And you go, that's where I go. Now, if you're going through the weekdays, it's $85 during the weekdays, US. If you stay for the weekend, that's like $110. I just pay cash when I go there if I'm staying overnight. That way I get a little bit of a discount. But you can shop around on the internet and you can find other places too. There's other places that you can stay at for like maybe $40 or $50 a night, you know, and you can save a little bit of money. I like that hotel because they give a free breakfast there, and everybody speaks English. There's lots of help there if I need something, because I'm hearing impaired. So for me, I can ask for special things and stuff. And they know my family because we've been going there for years. All right, so I take the cab. That usually costs me $5. He might say, oh, $8. Nope, $5. $5, that's all, you know. And then you get there and he takes you. Now, you don't want to call it Uber, because if you call it Uber, they might not know where that hotel's at and stuff. The best is the cab drivers do know that hotel. So you take that cab and you go to wherever you're going to go. In my case, I'm going to go to Tijuana Hotel, and I'm going to check in. Then, my dentist is the next street over. I can walk to that dentist. Now, another place you can stay at that's very nice is a Caesars Hotel, which is on Revolution Avenue. That's like right next. It's 1 block away from where I'm staying, and then the hotel's up a little farther. And it's right next to the Caesar restaurant, the famous Caesar restaurant. Now, on that street, there's lots of things that you can see and do and have good time and stuff. You can eat food there. You can listen to music. There's a big food court that's downtown, or that's on that street. It's called Downtown Food Court. And you can go in there, and they've got a big video screen where they've got lots of videos and stuff. And everybody's having a really good time. And the food's very good there, too. Food's great everywhere around, and it's pretty reasonably priced and stuff. On that street, we also used to get our massages done, you know, go in and you could have a little massage for $20. But now I didn't go this last time because it was just too busy, and my husband having his feet problems and stuff. It was hard for him to get around. He had a lot of mobility issues, so I didn't really deal with that one. But if I'm going by myself, which I do go by myself, you know, and I'm not even afraid. Nobody bothers me. But now, no one bothers me because I feel like I'm not flashing money. I'm not flashing jewelry. I'm not dressing like I've got lots of money. I down dress, like I really make sure that I just wear older clothes, and I just act like a normal U.S. citizen that's going in for medical services, because there is so many people there that have medical issues that are coming from the United States and trying to get their medications or seeing the doctor and stuff. So I'm going to stop right now this video because the train's passing me. Okay, so the train passed. Now, whew, boy, that thing is really loud. I'm at the park here today, and there's a lot of kayak people here today. And so, you know, it's a very busy time right now. Okay, so let me, I forgot to mention this also. So if you're coming back across the border and stuff, or going across, there is, excuse me, there is a website, or not a website, there's an app that you can pick up that would tell you what the times are for the crossing. Meaning that if you're like leaving in the morning, like 6 o'clock in the morning, you want to know how long the line is, you can go online and you can see that, and they'll tell you how long the line is, if it's a 10-minute line or 15-minute line. And so my son uses that a lot. I just learned about it this last trip when I went down for my medical services in May. Then the other thing is like, okay, I'm coming back and I wanted to get to the airport, so I'm taking the trolley. But because my husband had mobility issues and stuff, he wanted to take the Uber. But you know, when I checked, the Uber was really expensive. Now, I've seen the Uber before because my son doesn't really like to take the trolley. I love to take the trolley. For me, it's like, you know, I love hanging around the local people and stuff and seeing the whole sight of driving down the tracks and stuff. So that's, for me, is a cheaper route for me. But I have seen the Uber be as cheap as $32 to go that 20 miles. But this last time when I checked to try to get him on the Uber, because it was difficult for him and stuff, and it would have been a little bit faster, they wanted $68. I said, oh, no way. We're not doing that. We just can't afford that. That's out of our budget. So we didn't do the Uber. But you can take an Uber from the airport all the way to the Mexico border. Now, so that's important to remember that. And then the other thing is that I forgot to mention to you guys is about the phone service. Now, I have phone service that I can use with my phone, either Canadian or the U.S. I mean, either Canadian or the Mexico. So I have phone service. My husband did not have phone service in Mexico, so we had to use just my phone. But when we got inside the hotel and we have the Wi-Fi, then he was okay with that. He could, text back and forth. But I could call up the Uber if we was at the restaurant and we wanted to get back. I could call up the Uber and with no problem because I had that phone service on my phone. So I wanted to make sure that I mentioned that to you. So now remember that you have the app. So if you're getting up to go back. So the other thing I want to mention to you that's very important, so if you're going down to Mexico and you've got some mobility issues, because this did work for me last time, because in 2020, I was in Mexico and I don't know why, that was the starting up of my CPPD issue that I was not aware that I had at the time, that my knee swelled up and it became very hot and red and I couldn't stand on it. I was just crying my eyes out, and so I asked, what can I do? I had to get back home right away because I needed surgery on my knee. And so one of the guys at the hotel came and helped me, and he took me to a line that's right near the border that's faster for pedestrians that have medical service. It's called the medical service line. And that line will make it easy for you to get in, and is a shorter line than the regular line, the one that the workers go through. Because there is a lot of workers that go through there from Mexico traveling back to U.S. to work. And so the line can get very long. It could be 2, it could be 3 hours, and there is no place to sit down. You're just going to be standing. So keep that in mind. If you have any mobility issues and stuff, you want to take the medical service line. I believe that might be called the El Chaparral line, but you can ask and find out, where is it at? And so that's a much shorter line, and that's the line that we took for my husband because of his mobility issues, because he uses a cane and he was having trouble standing on that leg. Well, I guess that includes everything that I have to say about going across to Mexico for medical services, you guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video, and if you have, please give me a thumbs up, and if you haven't subscribed, please do. Now remember, if there's something I forgot to mention in this video, because I got a lot of distractions around with all these kayak people, and a few homeless that is tapping on the window and stuff, so I get a little distracted and get a little forgetful stuff. But if I forgot something to mention to you, I'll just put it in the transcript. But you guys, just keep that in mind, because remember that this is a large number of reasons why American people go bankrupt is because of the medical services that they so badly need, and that they put themselves in such a bind and strain because they are so desperate, because they're in so much pain, and it's a very sad situation. And if you guys have anything to add to these comments, please do, because everybody that needs help, we need to open our heart and try to get back, and help them in some way. And so if you know something that has worked for you, please put that in the comments, because other people, reading this or seeing this video, I'm sure would love to learn, what would help them. So thank you guys very much. Enjoy your day. Bye now.